Stop what you're doing right now. I need your complete attention because what I'm about to release over your life in the next few minutes will shift everything. If you've been wondering why doors keep slamming in your face, why the right people seem to avoid you like the plague, why opportunities slip through your fingers like sand, today is your liberation day. There's something stirring in the spiritual realm right now. Can you feel it? That restlessness in your spirit isn't anxiety, it's anticipation. Your breakthrough isn't coming, it's already here. But you've been praying small prayers for a big God, asking politely when you should be decreeing boldly. Listen to me carefully. Destiny helpers aren't lost, you are. They're not hiding from you, you've been invisible to them because you haven't understood your true identity. You've been approaching this all wrong, tiptoeing around your breakthrough instead of declaring it into existence. Right now, wherever you are, I want you to stand up. Yes, stand up. If you're driving, pull over safely first, but I need your posture to match your proclamation. Your destiny helpers are searching for you at this very moment, but they need a signal. They need to hear the sound of someone who knows who they are. Place your hand on your chest and feel your heartbeat. That's not just blood pumping, that's divine purpose pulsing through your veins. You are not created to struggle indefinitely. You are not designed to be overlooked, bypassed, or forgotten. There is a predetermined appointment between you and your helpers, and today we're going to activate that connection. I decree over your life right now, every person who has the key to your next level is being awakened to your existence. I don't care if they're on the other side of the world, sleeping in their bed at this very moment. The Spirit of the Lord is whispering your name in their dreams. They're going to wake up with you on their mind. But here's what you need to understand. Destiny helpers respond to a frequency. They're attracted to people who carry authority, who speak with conviction, who move with purpose. If you've been shrinking, apologizing for your dreams, minimizing your calling, then you've been broadcasting on the wrong channel. Your helpers aren't coming to rescue you, they're coming to collaborate with you. They don't pity weak people, they partner with powerful people who happen to be in a temporarily difficult season. There's a massive difference. Victims attract sympathy, victors attract opportunity. So right now, I'm going to pray a prayer that will recalibrate your spiritual frequency. This isn't a begging prayer. This isn't a hoping prayer. This is a commanding prayer that releases the supernatural magnetism that's been lying dormant in your life. Father, in the name of Jesus, I speak to every divine connection that belongs to this person's destiny. I command confusion to clear from their minds. I break every veil of ignorance that has kept them from recognizing the assignment this person carries. From the north, south, east, and west, I call forth their helpers. I decree that divine favor is overtaking their life like a flood. Opportunities that have been delayed are accelerating toward them at supernatural speed. But we're just getting started. Don't you dare stop this video. The next 7 minutes will determine whether you stay stuck or step into your season of acceleration. If you're still here, it means you're serious about change. Most people want breakthrough, but aren't willing to do what breakthrough requires. They want miracle results with minimal effort, divine intervention without divine alignment. But you're different. I can sense it through the screen. Let me tell you something that might shock you. Your destiny helpers have been trying to reach you for months, maybe even years, but you've had the wrong address. Not your physical address, your spiritual address. You've been living in the realm of lack when you should be dwelling in the realm of abundance. You've been operating from a poverty mindset when you should be functioning from a prosperity consciousness. Here's the truth that religious people don't want you to know. God is not trying to humble you through hardship. The enemy is trying to humble you through hardship. God is trying to elevate you through favor, but you have to position yourself to receive it. Your destiny helpers are successful people, influential people, people with resources and connections. They don't hang out in places of complaint and defeat. They gravitate toward people who radiate possibility, who speak solutions instead of problems, who see opportunities where others see obstacles. So right now, I need you to make a mental shift. Stop rehearsing what's wrong with your life and start declaring what's right with your future. Your words are not just sounds, they're spiritual forces that either attract or repel your breakthrough. I decree over your life that every word of defeat you've spoken is canceled. Every confession of impossibility is reversed. Every declaration of lack is overruled. Your mouth is now a weapon of warfare, a tool of creation, a magnet for miracles. But here's what most people miss. Your destiny helpers aren't going to appear out of thin air and hand you everything you need. They're going to present themselves as opportunities that require you to step up, speak up, and show up differently than you ever have before. That networking event you've been avoiding because you feel inadequate, your helper is there. That business conference you think you can't afford, your connection is waiting. That online community you keep scrolling past, your breakthrough partner is one conversation away. You see, destiny helpers recognize destiny carriers. They can spot authentic potential even when it's wrapped in temporary circumstances. But they can also detect insecurity, desperation, and neediness from a mile away. And those things repel the very people you need to attract. So right now, I'm going to pray something over you that will shift your entire energy field. This is going to change how people perceive you, how opportunities flow to you, how doors open before you even knock. Father, I speak confidence into this person's spirit. I decree that every insecurity dissolves under the weight of their true identity. I declare that they carry themselves like the royalty they are, speak like the authority they possess, and move like the person of influence they're becoming. I command their destiny helpers to experience divine dissatisfaction with their current situation until they make connection with your child. I see networks opening. I see introductions happening. I see conversations that change everything. I see doors that have been locked for years swinging wide open. I see favor that cannot be earned, only received. But here's the key, and listen carefully because this will determine your success. When your helpers appear, you must be ready to add value immediately. They're not coming to fix you, they're coming to connect with the solution you represent. The next segment is going to revolutionize how you see yourself and position yourself for divine connections. Don't go anywhere.
We need to address the elephant in the room. Some of you have been hurt by people you trusted, burned by partnerships that went wrong, disappointed by connections that led nowhere. And because of that pain, you've built walls around your heart that are keeping out the very helpers God is trying to send. I understand, I really do. But your past disappointments cannot become your future limitations. The enemy wants you to protect yourself right out of your promise. He wants you to be so careful that you become ineffective, so guarded that you miss your breakthrough. Here's what I've learned after years of walking with God and watching His people succeed and fail. Every person who walks in their full destiny has to take relationship risks. They have to trust people before those people prove themselves trustworthy. They have to be vulnerable with their vision before they know who's really for them. But here's the difference between wise risk and foolish risk. Wise risk is taken from a place of strength, not desperation. When you know who you are, when you're clear on your value, when you understand your assignment, you can enter relationships from a position of power, not neediness. Your destiny helpers want to connect with someone who brings something to the table, not someone who's looking for a handout. They want to partner with someone who has a vision bigger than their problems, someone who sees possibility where others see obstacles. So right now, I need you to shift your perspective. Instead of focusing on what you need from others, start focusing on what you have to offer others. Instead of thinking about how people can help you, start thinking about how you can help people. This is the secret that unlocks supernatural favor. When you become genuinely interested in adding value to others, others become supernaturally interested in adding value to you. I decree over your life right now that your mind is being renewed with kingdom perspective. You're no longer a person in need, you're a person with purpose. You're no longer looking for a break. You're looking to break limitations off other people's lives. You're no longer seeking to be blessed. You're seeking to be a blessing that brings blessing back to you. But let me tell you something that might challenge your thinking. Your biggest destiny helper might not look like what you expect. They might not be the most successful person in the room, the most influential person in your network, or the most obvious choice for partnership. God often sends our breakthrough through people we would overlook, underestimate, or dismiss. That person you think is beneath your level might be the one carrying the key to your next level. That connection that seems insignificant might be the most significant relationship you'll ever build. I'm praying right now that your spiritual eyes are opened to see helpers in unexpected places, favor in surprising faces, and opportunities in unlikely spaces. Father, remove every filter of prejudice, every lens of limitation, every barrier of bias that would cause your child to miss their divine connections. Help them to see people the way you see people, not by their current position, but by their eternal potential. Help them to recognize that you often use the foolish things to confound the wise, the weak things to shame the strong. I declare that their helpers are being positioned right now. Some are being promoted into new places of influence, specifically to help this person. Some are being relocated geographically to create divine intersection. Some are being given resources they don't even need personally, resources that are meant to overflow into this person's life. The acceleration is beginning. Can you feel it? That shift in the atmosphere around your life, that sense that something is about to break loose. Trust that feeling. It's not wishful thinking, it's prophetic sensing. But in this next segment, I'm going to teach you how to maintain this momentum and ensure that when your helpers show up, you're ready to receive them. Stay with me. Here's where most people lose their breakthrough, in the maintenance phase. They get excited during the prayer, they feel the shift in the spirit, they sense the momentum building, but then they go back to their old patterns, old conversations, old mindsets, and slowly, gradually, they slide back into the same frequency that kept them stuck in the first place. But not you, not today. You're going to learn how to sustain this prophetic release long after this video ends. You're going to understand how to keep your spiritual frequency tuned to receive the helpers, favor, and connections that are heading your way. First, you must understand that your words are either maintaining your breakthrough or sabotaging it. Every conversation you have for the next 48 hours is critical. You cannot pray prayers of power and then speak words of powerlessness. You cannot decree breakthrough and then discuss your problems with the same old intensity. I'm not saying you pretend everything is perfect. I'm saying you speak about your challenges from the perspective of someone whose solutions are on the way. There's a massive difference between saying, "I don't know how this is going to work out," and saying, "I'm excited to see how God works this out." One statement positions you as a victim of circumstances, the other positions you as a partner with divinity. And your destiny helpers are attracted to partners, not projects. Right now, make this declaration out loud. I refuse to speak anything over my life that contradicts what God has spoken over my life. My words are aligning with heaven's intentions. My conversations are creating the atmosphere for my breakthrough. But here's something else you need to understand. Your helpers are going to test your readiness before they fully invest in you. They're going to present you with small opportunities to see how you handle them. They're going to offer you minor connections to see if you value them. They're going to give you preliminary access to see if you prove trustworthy. Most people fail this test because they despise small beginnings. They want the big break, the major contract, the life-changing connection, and they barely pay attention to the seemingly insignificant opportunities that precede them. But every major breakthrough starts with a minor opening. Every significant relationship begins with a simple conversation. Every life-changing opportunity is preceded by character-testing moments. I decree over your life that you will recognize and honor every divine appointment, no matter how small it seems. You will treat every connection with dignity, every opportunity with excellence, every test with integrity. Your helpers are watching how you handle what you have before they trust you with what you need. They're observing how you treat people who can't help you before they become people who can help you. They're evaluating your character in small things before they involve you in big things. This is why preparation is so crucial. You can't be praying for connections while living in isolation. You can't be asking for opportunities while avoiding responsibility. You can't be seeking favor while demonstrating faithlessness in the areas you already have access to. Starting today, I want you to excel in your current position while you're praying for your next promotion. I want you to serve faithfully where you are while you're believing for where you're going. I want you to add value in your present situation while you're preparing for your future destination. This positions you to receive without entitlement, to be blessed without becoming entitled, to be helped without becoming dependent. Father, I pray that this person becomes a magnet for divine opportunities by becoming a master of current responsibilities. I decree that their faithfulness in small things creates a track record that attracts big things. I declare that their excellence in hidden places creates a reputation that opens public doors. I see promotion coming. I see elevation happening. I see doors opening that no man can shut. But I also see character being developed that can handle the weight of what's coming. In our final segment, I'm going to give you the most powerful prophetic declaration I've ever released, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do in the next 24 hours to activate everything we've spoken today. This is where breakthrough becomes your lifestyle.
We've reached the moment of complete activation. Everything we've built, every prayer we've prayed, every decree we've released has been leading to this moment. This is where your breakthrough shifts from possibility to reality, from spiritual to natural, from promise to manifestation. But I need you to understand something that will determine whether this works for you or not. Breakthrough requires action. Faith without works is dead, and prayers without corresponding movement remain powerless. The same God who opens doors expects you to walk through them. The same God who creates opportunities expects you to seize them. Your destiny helpers are about to become aware of you, but you must become available to them. They're going to be drawn to you, but you must position yourself where they can find you. They're going to feel compelled to help you, but you must have something worth helping. So here's your 24-hour activation plan. This isn't optional if you want results. This isn't a suggestion if you're serious about change. This is your roadmap from where you are to where you belong. First, update everything that represents you publicly. Your social media profiles, your email signatures, your voicemail messages, they all need to reflect the person you're becoming, not the person you've been. Your helpers need to see someone who looks ready for the next level. Second, reach out to 3 people you've been meaning to connect with but kept postponing. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect message. Send a simple, authentic message expressing appreciation for them and asking how you can add value to their work or life. Third, apply for something that feels slightly beyond your current qualifications. Your helpers often show up in the form of opportunities that stretch you. They want to see if you'll bet on yourself before they bet on you. Fourth, clean up something in your physical environment that you've been tolerating. Breakthrough flows better through organized systems, clear spaces, and prepared places. Your external environment often reflects your internal readiness. But here's the most important instruction. For the next 7 days, I want you to start every relationship in your life. When you lead with service, support follows. When you prioritize adding value, receiving value becomes inevitable. When you focus on being helpful, help becomes attracted to you. Now I'm going to pray the most powerful prayer I've ever prayed for anyone seeking breakthrough. This prayer is going to release forces in the spiritual realm that will rearrange circumstances in the natural realm. Father, I speak to every divine helper assigned to this person's destiny. I command them to experience holy dissatisfaction with any situation that keeps them separated from your child. I decree that divine appointments are being orchestrated right now. I declare that favor is being released that cannot be explained by natural circumstances alone. I break every assignment of invisibility. I cancel every spirit of rejection. I destroy every barrier of discrimination.
I demolish every wall of separation between this person and their breakthrough. I decree that their name is being spoken in rooms they've never been in, by people they've never met, for opportunities they didn't even know existed. I declare that doors are opening in response to their obedience, not their perfection. I announce that their season of struggle is transitioning into their season of strength. But Lord, I also pray for wisdom. Give them discernment to recognize authentic helpers versus manipulative opportunists. Give them courage to step through open doors even when they feel unprepared. Give them humility to serve faithfully while they're being positioned for leadership. I see networks connecting, I see partnerships forming, I see resources flowing, I see obstacles removing, I see breakthrough manifesting in ways that will amaze everyone who knows this person's story. Your destiny helpers aren't coming eventually, they're coming now. They're not going to find you someday, they're going to find you soon. They're not wondering if they should help you, they're wondering how they can help you. The shift is complete. The frequency is set. The activation is done. Now walk in the authority of everything we've released today. Walk in the confidence of everything we've decreed. Walk in the expectation of everything we've declared. Your breakthrough is not coming. Your breakthrough is here.